Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and remember what I said previously about that there's even more stuff from the Black Album that Apocalyptica we're going to cover, and I was right. Well, they were going to do it anyway, because, well, here we are. So, previously, ladies and gentlemen, I talked a lot about how The Unforgiven, because of its haunting atmosphere and how it's already quite somber, a somber adventure on its own, and all of Apocalyptica have done is that they've given it almost like a film noir sort of backdrop, and how almost color has been removed, but in the same way that I talked about like Harvester of Sorrow and how they turned it into something like, the not the Barber of Civil, but what am I thinking of? He turns his customers into meat pies or stuff like that. It will come back to me at some point. But now we move on to Sad But True, which Sweeney Todd, that's it. And to be honest, again, Sad But True has very like killer vibes in it. Anyway, is the best way I could put it. So maybe having that similar sort of like Sweeney Todd from hell influence might be prevalent in this as well. Which again, it's just, well, let's see first. Let's not jump to any conclusions, but here we go. Sad, which is also low-key one of the best songs that Metallica have ever done. Oh yes, I do agree with this. See what I mean? This is like where the massacre begins. It's... You know what? No, I'm turning that up. Two, we're listening to that again because it strikes. It's like needles piercing flesh, and it almost like dances like a spider up and down your arm. It is chilling. And I love it. Sad but true. Sad but true. Even that last part where they sort of captured Hetfield's scream with eyes, open your eyes, I'm you, sad, and then his little scream of sad but true. Even that comes crawling out of the woodwork, and it's already this. You know what this album is? It is literally turning Metallica into like a snuff film. It's what they've done to their songs. I mean, Enter Sandman, Master of Puppets, Harvester, Unforgiven, Sad But True. They've turned these things into the sort of things that you wouldn't exactly you would probably hear these in the background of a Jude Law film. It's like that 2009 Sherlock Holmes movie, and then they just drop this into the background in some place, and it wouldn't feel out of place, or have, like, I don't know, a scene in a movie where Helen Bonham Carter like does some sort of crazy dancing as though she was Sia, and then it would erupt with Sad But True. I do, however, want to ask the question about, by the time we get to the end of this, have there been other bands? I know there was a guy who did a cover of Wasted Years by Iron Maiden on a piano, but I'm talking about the sort of things that what else did Apocalyptica cover? What kind of other things did these guys cover? Smells Like Teen Spirit. Well, hang on, they did an entire Nirvana tribute album. Okay, now that's something I've got to see. They did Sabaton. What else did these guys do? But Hall of Sabotage. Really, they did a Sabotage. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to like pull out of this a little bit, because this is going to be a rabbit hole, all right. An age of discovery, but we will find all of that in the next video. So thank all of you guys for watching, and I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. So take care, and bye-bye for now.